the other day, America's Armpit.
Yeah, America's Armpit.
And I saw this guy, and he was wearing a shirt. The shirt was just an American flag, fine, and there's just the word freedom. That was the whole shirt. I see people with shit on that just says the word freedom. It feels to me like these people don't even know what freedom is. Freedom has become this, it's like a token word. These are the same people who cry about cancel culture, but then like shut down Lil Nas X or try to cancel any liberal that says something they don't like. And they walk around with a shirt that says freedom. Like freedom to do what? To me, that's like a shirt that just says knowledge. A complex word with a ton of meaning, and it could mean vastly different things to everybody, but it's just the word is there. Like freedom.
It's not a very clever way of expressing yourself.
I know that's anybody who would wear a shirt that says freedom. Like, obviously, I'm not anti-freedom. That'd be insane. I would love to find 100 people with shirts that just say freedom on them and then, like, ask them what freedom means to them. And my guess, I would get super similar answers. But it just seems like this overly simplistic expression of freedom is just dumbing down a very complicated concept.
That the people wearing that shirt have zero intention of even displaying their feelings in a shirt. I don't think that that person has purchased or worn that shirt with any intention of like proclaiming to the world, this is America, this is freedom. I think that they think it just looks cool. It's surface level, and that's where it stops. Yeah. They could not articulate to you what freedom means. Yeah. They're just wearing the shirt. Now, I hate to put everyone in a box who would wear that shirt. Because there's like probably really smart guys saying, oh yeah, it's a nice shirt. It says freedom. I like freedom. Freedom's cool. And then I wear it. I think you're tapping into a group of people who probably don't know who the Secretary of State is.
That's the thing that's funny to me about that stuff. So literally, I don't think you can find a single person who isn't completely mentally insane, like in an asylum shitting their pants, that would say they're anti-freedom. So obviously freedom, we all want it. It's a good thing. To be free is good. But just printing it on a shirt next to an American flag, you're right. It's just surface level. It's just imagery. As George Carlin would put it, these are symbol-minded people. Right?
Ooh, I didn't know he said that. I like that.
Symbols for people. The symbol-minded.
Wow.
And I got to tell you, folks, I don't get all choked up about yellow ribbons and American flags. I consider them to be symbols, and I leave symbols to the symbol-minded.
And this dude was there with his kids. I'm sure he's a nice guy, and he probably isn't thinking about it this way, and he probably doesn't know some fat guys on the internet just talking shit about him that I just saw him the other day. But I'm just like, I see enough of that freedom stuff. Freedom isn't free for people. A lot of people who haven't sacrificed, they don't volunteer, they don't do anything to help their country. They don't understand what freedom is. They just want the freedom to just love Fox News and love guns and love religion. I mean, there probably are some lefties that would wear a shirt like that, but a small minority, right? And I do hate that the right seems to own freedom and patriotism right now. If I wore a shirt about freedom, it would literally say something like freedom, depending upon where you are and what you believe and what part of the country and what the government's doing. It'd be a fucking weird. It'd be 50 sentences on a shirt. Nobody would know what the fuck, because I just couldn't just wear freedom. Like what? The freedom to just rape people. What does freedom mean? And especially in the context of American flag. Like, I'm not free to put whatever I want in my body. I'm not free to have sex with somebody for money. Like, I'm not free to express myself in certain ways on the internet anymore without having to worry about censorship, right? I'm not free to divorce myself from my job and then maintain any sort of affordable health care. Like, I'm not free to move through the class ranks. Like, there's a lot of stuff that America isn't free for
sure,
that we need to work on. It just seems like symbols that are just dumbed down to a single word or a single phrase. It's just the oversimplicity, I think, that annoys me.
When we did the episode on the thin blue line stuff, the emblem for the thin blue line or the Punisher skull, the vast majority of people they're just buying bumper stickers and throwing on their car, not thinking more than 2 inches into the subject.
Right.
And I think that you can take a symbol and devalue it because that's being done. Because now it's everywhere, and now you can't have a conversation with them about it.
Right.
Because they wouldn't be able to articulate it, you know?
Well, it's just like the All Lives Matter crew, right? So it's like Black Lives Matter came out and said Black Lives Matter, right? Now, I think you need context to understand what they're saying is that the full phrase should be Black Lives Matter too, right? I think most people understand that.
Oh, for sure. Most logical people definitely agree Black Lives Matter.
But then you have this whole group that comes out and says, well, all lives matter, as if Black Lives Matter saying only Black Lives Matter. So they create this whole counter movement, like symbols for the symbol minded. They can't go deeper than that surface level. Let's use the powers of inference to decide things. Like, no, they can't even spell inference.
And that group of people became offended when they'd see it. How are you offended by seeing something that says a certain race of people matters? You have to counter it with, no, all lives matter. Well, yeah, fuckhead. All lives matter. Of course all lives matter. We're just trying to emphasize that also Black lives matter.
Right.
Can we do that without having this fucking counteraction every time it's brought up or every time someone wears a t-shirt? And they're not trying to be offensive. They're just saying.
But yeah, I don't know, that my brain works weird. I saw a shirt and it sparked that whole thought.
Here's something. Don't go to Walmart looking for evidence of cultural diversity and intelligence.
Sure.
Like you went to Walmart and seen this dude wearing a freedom shirt. You should have been expecting that. I went to Walmart a couple of weeks ago and saw a guy wearing neon orange Crocs, neon orange basketball shorts, a neon blue jersey, and neon green hair. And he walked from like one end of the store to the other with his head in his phone the whole time. And his kid was on a leash.
Oh, God.
Didn't know that leashes were still a thing, but if you go to Walmart, like you'll see the leash. The leash is still, it's hanging on. Remember that? For a while, that was the thing.
I kind of remember that, yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, Walmart's not the best place. At least maybe go to Target and try to critique.
Yeah, Target's like yuppie Walmart.
Sure.
That's funny to me, too, is because they're pretty well the same.
Yuppie Walmart. I like that.
Yeah, very similar stores, man. Very similar. It's exactly the exact same concept, in fact. Like, what shirts? I'm trying to think, like, because obviously in Ohio, we're surrounded by more redneck culture. We're surrounded by more, like, country influenced.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. There's good aspects to, like, country. They can be very kind, very accepting, as long as you're the right color and the right religion. And
you can't say that about all of them, though.
No, but that's not all of them. But there is, like, very hardworking people. They're positives. I don't want to just act like I'm shitting on country people, but I'm trying to think of, like, what brands would you associate with, like, hoity-toity liberals?
Damn, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I know.
That'd be a good Google search.
Whoa, yeah.
What clothing do liberals wear? What? Swap.com. It's an online consignment shop. When it comes to clothes, both Republicans and Democrats are buttoning and bundling up in interesting ways. Republicans prefer dresses to skirts, and when it's warm, buy more capri pants and Bermuda and cargo shorts. Meanwhile, Democrats are pairing jeggings with a blazer and their favorite sports jersey topped off by a puffy coat. That's the outfit? They're pairing jeggings with a blazer and their favorite sports jersey topped off by a puffy coat. Where did swap.com get these stats for one? Here's what they're saying. Democrats are 69% more likely to wear jeggings, 39% more likely to wear jerseys, 31% more likely to wear sweaters, 30% more likely to wear blazers, 22% more likely to wear puffy coats, 21% more likely to wear button-up shirts, and 14% more likely to wear skirts. Republicans are 160% more likely to wear dresses, 142% more likely to wear coats.
Coats? Just coats? Like, they want warmth. Republicans prefer not dying of the cold.
80% more likely to wear Bermuda shorts. 44% more likely to wear capri pants. 44% more likely to wear jeans. 36% more likely to wear cargo shorts. And 23% more likely to wear hoodies. 23% more likely to wear footed PJs.
Like adults? Republican adults are more likely to wear onesies?
Is this like satire? Is this for real? Swap.com, online consignment. Now, this is real.
Damn.
When choosing their favorite colors and fabrics, Republicans and Democrats could not be more divided. While conservative in politics, Republicans are dialing up the volume on their look and shopping for pink, red, and leopard prints, as well as bedazzled and fall fur fabrics. In contrast, Democrats go for white, black, and brown hues and cannot get enough of pleather. In fact, blue counties are 421% more likely to don pleather than their red counterparts. To complete these looks, Democrats are more likely to go with flats compared to Republicans who prefer something with more of a kick, such as high heels and cowboy boots. This whole thing is fucking funny, and I have to stop reading it. But
crazy.
The contact is Tammy Katula at swap.com.
The thing that I would want to see is if you could use geography to predict similar things. So it's like obviously a place that's colder, that like obviously Alaska is going to have more people wearing coats, right? And Alaska attracts more survivalist type people. Probably, I think they're higher level of Republicans. So I wonder if Alaska alone skews that coat number, right? Because they have to, they don't want to die. Like that idea that Republicans are more willing to likely to wear coats. I just feel like it'd be more geography based than it is. I think they're like looking at the wrong thing and attributing it to it. If you're in fucking Florida, which is a huge Republican, you probably see no coat wearing there, right? Or very little. It's fucking hot. To me, that's going to have much more of an effect than
I think that
I love Trump.
We need to reach out to her and ask her how she got these stats.